Hey everyone, welcome to BigGunner81 Live, presented by Applied Arsenal Finishes and Gunworks, Spin to Precision, Eggleston Munitions, and of course the range at EP5. So welcome everybody tonight. We've got kind of a full house actually tonight with us. We've got the guys from Tactical Edge Arms here with us tonight. We got Bobby in the house, and Will, and Matt. So welcome, guys. And, of course, we got Dustin as well back with us, and our friend Corey from Southern Style Beards. So just kind of kick things off tonight a little bit. We're going to talk with you guys from Tactical Edge and about your new venture, I guess, or I don't know what the correct word it is, but it's kind of a cool concept. So I'll let Bobby kind of explain a little bit about what you got going on right now.
So we were talking about how we could almost like layaway type firearms for people, and Colton from Shooter Lube actually gave us the idea of the box, and so we sat around and we were like, man, what's a better way than to guys that can't drop $2,000 on a rifle all at once. If we could split that up between monthly payments, and then as that goes, you get parts and pieces delivered right to your door for that rifle, and you could build it out yourself minus the lower receiver. So the first month you'll always get your lower receiver, and then every month after that until your subscription is over, you'll get parts directly to your door.
Cool. So tell us a little bit about what kind of options are available for this kit.
So everything is basically one of our models, right? So you can't like pick a model and then switch it out for like a Bravo company rail or anything like that. It's basically a way to get one of our rifles in your hands, and splitting it up periodically.
Okay. So that's why I kind of call it AR-15 in a box. And
yeah.
So along with the concept of breaking up that whole deal to help kind of like, it's kind of like nibbling away at getting that dream rifle that you may want in a sense.
Yes, correct.
And now you're not having to have like where you said layaway, you're buying a whole rifle, but you're buying it where it's stuck on the shelf somewhere or in a gun safe waiting for you until you pay it off. So it's kind of like in a jail for a sense where you can't touch it or do anything with it.
Yep.
And
correct.
So I think it's kind of a cool concept that now you're putting it in people's hands right away, piece by piece, as it goes by month. And now, as far as the building part of it, what about people who are kind of new to the AR-15 platform? What kind of things, like tools, tools being like tools, or tools like as far as information goes, what kind of stuff can help them put this together?
So with every one of our rifles, as you know, you get a hard case. It's a pretty nice hard case. It's worth a couple $100. So
nice.
When you're doing the monthly subscription, you're not going to get that hard case. So in lieu of the hard case, you're going to get all your tools to assemble it. You're going to get a mag pull, armor's wrench. You're going to get a bev block. You're going to get the things that you need to put this weapon system together. Not only that, in every month you're going to get a detailed description of what's in the box. You're going to get a link to a YouTube channel that's how to install that, correct torque specifications, all that, on how to put that on your weapon system.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty cool. So I don't know if you mentioned videos too. You already said that?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, so in every box, you're going to get a detailed description of what is in the box. You're going to get detailed instructions on how to install it, as well as a link to our YouTube channel. And there's going to be a video up there for that specific box on how to install those parts and pieces on your weapon system.
Oh, cool. So just totally for the whole assembly process is already kind of mapped out for you. You kind of follow along. Yep. Now, what happens if someone, just out of curiosity, runs into getting a little bit of feedback on Will's in there, so I'm going to mute his mic for a second. Anyhow, so what happens if like someone runs into a problem with assembly? Is there any type of tech support behind that? Just like
Oh
curiosity.
yeah, I mean they can call us anytime. You know, we usually get a lot of guys that'll call us for technical support and stuff like that. So,
That's cool. Yeah, I think it's a pretty cool concept. Now, is there any other? I know you mentioned it's not going to come with the hard case and so forth. Is there like any type of surprise items that might pop in those boxes or anything?
Yeah, we're trying to work something out right now with grunt style and breakthrough clean. So we're gonna have a whole bunch of cool stuff that's gonna be coming in the boxes as well.
Awesome. Breakthrough Clean does make some good cleaning products for sure. And Grunt Style, of course, makes some awesome shirts. That'd be pretty neat. So what else do you guys have going on outside of the box? Lost him for a minute here. And I know, I'm sorry, Will was talking, I think, but I had him muted. I just fixed your mic, I think. I don't know if we can hear you again, Will. No, you're still muted for some reason. Let's try it again. Nope, there you go. Try it again. Yep, now we hear you. Awesome. So is this your retail facility that's also moving too? All like one?
No.
Oh, very cool. That's awesome. So I know you guys also do a lot with Glocks as well. I don't know if you guys want to talk about that a little bit.
I don't even have my.
That mag wheel is actually pretty cool. I was kind of pulling it up on the screen here now, which people can go to tactical-edgeusa.com and you can see all the products and things that they have available for sale. That's a pretty nice looking mag wall for sure for the 19.
Hey, we got.
That's pretty cool. Also, I know back to the AR-15 stuff, I kind of forgot to bring this up, and I wanted to talk about it a little bit. You guys have a new 9mm as well for your rifles.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Max and Defense is pretty nice, definitely. Right. So with that, that's actually technically a stock, though, the Maxim Defense one, right? Taught the. Yeah, I'm gonna have to totally look into the SBR thing out here in North Carolina. I'm not sure how the laws work and stuff out here with that, because it'd be kind of cool to finally get one. You know, even though of course you're paying more money for it, when a lot of people look at it that way, like you're paying more for getting an SBR when you can just build an AR pistol and everything. But on the flip side, and this is just my opinion, I'm thinking, but you're also following the rules within the law too if you go through, which you still are technically with the pistol. But I guess my point is that some cases, you know, say you get pulled over, you get someone looking at what you got, they're going to scrutinize that pistol build more than they would maybe an SBR that has paperwork to go with it. Yeah.
Well, one of the things that, you know, we get a lot of people that come in and they want to buy that, they want an SBR, but they don't want to wait. So you get a pistol, you do the Form 1, it becomes, you do the Form 1 to change it into an SBR, but it stays in your possession. And the reason to do the Form 1 is the ATF has changed the ruling so many times about the stabilizer brace, whether you can shoulder it or not. So, I mean, at least doing the Form 1, yes, you become the manufacturer, but it's in your possession. You can still take it out and shoot it. It's better than it being in a jail cell, if you will.
Right. Just kind of like the whole idea with the layaway versus getting pieces in the box.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Hey, Rick.
Yes.
I just got a text from somebody that's watching, and they're saying that they can't hear Will. He says, I think you guys that are in the live can hear him, but we cannot hear him.
Huh.
That's Eric Butler is the one that texted me that.
Okay, well, let me change the setting on here and see if it helps. I just moved it back to where his audio is down. That's what's really weird. For some reason with Google at times, you know, I have this thing called a control room that I can see on my side that the viewers cannot see. And just kind of explain it briefly. It's got little sliders on it for your audio, you know, basically where it's just a regular speaker to a louder speaker. And when we were saying we couldn't hear Will that loud earlier, I moved it over to the louder spot and we could hear him louder. But apparently on the outside, it does the opposite. It must take his volume and turn it down. So I'm just moving it back to where it was, and hopefully they'll be able to hear you, Will. Sorry about that.
Eric.
So we can't hear Will now, of course. Did you want to say something, Will?
Really weird. For some reason.
Yeah, we can't hear him now, but if I turn his thing over here like this, say something again, Will.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you now, but I'm thinking
Yeah.
that people on the outside might not. If you want to refresh, basically just, you know, to exit and then restart back following the same link.
They said still nothing.
Yeah. I'm guessing that's probably mainly on his end, something with that his connection for some reason.
He said, yep, you got him. So maybe that last time did get him in there.
Weird. I know he lost him on the screen now, but yeah, sometimes with Google things get kind of messed up for some reason. I don't know why we get Googled, but yeah. I know his camera's back on, but I don't know if he actually. So we can hear you now, but I'm gonna put yours right in the middle. Maybe people can hear you at that point.
Bro,
All
there
right.
you go.
He said right before you turned off, he could hear you.
Let's see the live stream for my. I had to watch a Big Gunner video, then click on the live stream.
Someone's saying something.
Oh no, I was just reading the live chat stuff.
Yeah,
I've got it.
And for those out there too, you know, maybe watching this, you know, someplace else on one of the links or whatnot, there's two places that you can comment and, you know, so forth on the video. One is on YouTube itself. There's a side chat when you're logged in, and then there's also over on gunchannels.com/BigGunner81. There's a live chat on there as well that you can comment. You may have to be a member of gunchannels.com to do so. I think with YouTube, it's the same deal too. They won't let you just post anonymously. Yeah, I see Eric. Yeah, sorry, Eric. I'm not sure what was going on with that. And then YouTube is glitchy. I couldn't see live stream for my subscriptions. I had to watch a BigGunner video, then click on the live stream. Yeah, Home Runner, I don't know what was going on with that. Seems like we're having a few issues, but yeah, thanks. Yeah, Gun Channels does rock. Adam's saying it works now, so hopefully you all can hear him. I know it's kind of delayed too, so that like when we're saying right now live, it takes like a minute or so before you guys see it out there and then comment on it. So I can't tell for sure if you're commenting when I had that little fader moved in the position or it was louder or softer. I'm not sure, but for some reason it seems like the opposite. So I put it in the middle for now. Hopefully you guys can still hear Will. And
just turn over your volume.
What's that?
Just turn up your volume.
Yeah, hopefully that's all it is. I don't know. But anyway, to get back on topic of firearms and whatnot.
Yeah.
Because we bounce around here a lot on different things. You know, sometimes I have a good list of stuff we can kind of go over, and everybody's got something to share. Sometimes we got just a few things, so we kind of go bounce here and there sometimes in discussions. That's why it's kind of an open format. So you guys are welcome to bring anything up you want that's related to firearms. So, is there anything I'm missing on what you guys have going on there, Bobby? And I might have lost him too. I know he's had some connection issues as well.
I know Bobby and I this morning got the Build-A-Box, if you will. It actually works on the mobile devices now. You don't have to shrink it up or anything. It'll actually, as soon as you go onto Tactical-Edge Arms and click under Weapons and Build-A-Box, it pops up and both on Android and the iPhone.
Let me see if I can pull it up here. You said it's under well, here, let me do this. Let me just do a screen share for you guys, and then you maybe can see this, and we can show everybody what we see. Are you guys seeing my screen now?
Wrong website.
Oh, I have Tactical Edge USA. I'm sorry. It is
Arms.
Tactical Edge Arms. I'm gonna mess up typing it in. I apologize. Why did it pull up that?
All you gotta do is just replace USA with Arms.
There we go.
You go. Hey,
so is that's one of your old sites, or what is that?
No, that site's got everything that we carry in there.
Okay, so I had that wrong earlier. I apologize.
Yeah, it's more of a retail.
So that's the retail store, and this is more like your rifle lineup.
Correct.
Well, this Arms is more all just our products.
Okay, gotcha. So Tactical Edge USA is basically everything that you carry. Tactical Edge Arms is strictly Tactical Edge Arms products.
Yes.
Got it.
You go under Weapons. Up at the top.
Box monthly subscription, which I'll click on there. Okay. Yeah, I figured this might be a better way to kind of explain what you guys are doing. Sorry, I didn't have this up earlier, but you said 3, 6, 9, or 12-month rifle subscriptions, so you can kind of space it out as far or as short as you want to. That's pretty cool.
And it's not bad. So the main concept here, right, is not to knock any of the subscription boxes that you get, whether it's like Never Enough Tactical or any of those, right? So they usually market their boxes based on retail value. Like, so we'll say like you get their $150 box or whatever it is, you're guaranteed to get like $250 or $300 worth of retail value in that box. The only problem with that is you may get that $150 box, but only use $50 worth of items in that box.
Right, because you don't know what you're getting.
Exactly. So with this, you know exactly what you're getting. You're getting a rifle, and when you click on it, and like if you just click on like the
Nope, we lost.
You go to like 6 month or 9 month, it'll tell you every month what you're going to get in that box.
I just want to look at this RD9 because that's pretty cool. So let me pull that
The
up.
RD9 is, I just put that up there tonight. I don't have any monthly subscriptions added to it yet. I just did that while we were waiting to go live.
Oh wow, so that's how new it is. That thing's pretty awesome looking. I want to check that one out for sure. But let me go ahead and which one do you want me to pull up? You think?
What are you doing?
The Heathen.
Oh yeah, there you go.
All right, let's take a look and see what we got. So this is the same bullet receiver set that we'll be using in the 50 States project.
Yep.
Awesome. Okay, so you got the different box options here. So let's go look at the 12 month just for the heck of it, because that's like the most spaced out, probably most affordable option for some people.
For a Heathen, yep.
Yeah, and of course the Heathen is your top of the line rifle.
It's one of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's the higher end basically. What you have to offer. So looks we get the receiver set, which is kind of what you said originally. Ship it to FFL. That's kind of like the starter part of it. Then it looks like you get your lower parts kit and a the BEV block, which is like basically like that. I have one of those actually behind me. I just started using it. Pretty cool setup. And then we got your buffer tube, magpul grip, upper build kit. We got the armorer's wrench, B5 system stock. And this is all like broken out really much smaller with the 12-month subscription. That's kind of cool. Yeah. So it looks like one of the last things you get is your barrel and then your rail. I know I kind of skipped over a bunch of stuff, but I'm just kind of looking through it kind of quick. But yeah, the people can check this out on your website, which I said wrong earlier for this part of what you had to offer, which is tactical-edgearms.com.
One thing I want to point out, and I know Bobby and I got this question the other night when we were live, with the 14.5-inch Heathen and the 14.5-inch Warfighter, it'll be up to the end user to actually have the muzzle brake pen and welded. It will be drilled, but in order to comply with federal law, they will have to have that muzzle brake pen and welded to meet the overall 16-inch barrel length.
Okay. Otherwise, you're going to have to apply for like an SBR, pretty much.
Right.
Another thing it allows you to do, if you stretch it out for 12 months, when you get your lower receiver, you could submit your Form 1 for that. So as you're waiting for all your parts to come in, you can have your paperwork in with the ATF to make that an SBR if you don't want to pin and weld it.
Damn, we get all types of weird background noise tonight. I'm not sure whose house that's coming from.
Oh, that's mine. That's my devil cat.
Nice. So, what else was I going to ask you guys? Just going back to see if we have. Yeah, GWeb says pretty cool. Talking about the AR-15 builder's box. GWeb is over on gunchannels.com. By the way, he's doing an interesting thing. He's doing like a gun store like tour, I guess, where he's driving across different places in the U.S., checking out gun stores and making like videos and stuff, I think. And I think it's pretty neat. You gotta check out gunchannels.com, and he's got YouTube channel as well. I think it's under Gun Channels is the name of the channel, I believe.
Uh-oh. Got the little one in the background.
Somebody's pissed.
Will, I thought you were going to have your kids at the babysitter.
What?
How about
I thought
that?
you were going to have nothing.
We've had all types of interesting background noise and disturbances throughout this show. Not just tonight. I mean, just in general, it happens. Nothing new, And again, the whole purpose of doing this stuff is just to kind of share information with people, share some products, different companies, and just have fun talking about guns and whatnot. We do it every Tuesday night. pretty much, except for like, occasional, holidays that may not be around or from traveling or something like that. But generally speaking, we do it every Tuesday night, and we just have different people on all the time. And I'm just going to go back again. If you guys got comments or any questions or anything for everybody, go ahead and ask away on the YouTube live chat or on gun channels. And of course, if you're watching this when we're not live, because actually, believe it or not, I've had people write me and say, "Hey, it's pretty cool. I like to download your show off of YouTube and listen to it in the car ride or whatever." I'm like, that's kind of cool. And honestly, it'd be neat to just have that as an audio file for everybody, make it a little easier for those who do want to listen to it. But that's something I'm kind of looking into maybe doing in the future with it. What our options are for making it like a podcast. So like from a YouTube live show to a podcast type deal. Some other people have done that in the past as well. But anyhow, the other thing I was going to mention too, I'll just bring it up, and you guys can share your thoughts and opinions. And again, Dustin and Corey, you guys are welcome to jump in if you want to talk about anything. You're welcome to. The RAS-47. I picked this up like last weekend, so I've only put maybe about 20 rounds through it. It's still pretty much brand new. Of course, it's my first AK. Still learning about AKs and everything. Mainly on my AR-15. Guy, I like the AR platform. I'm very used to it, very comfortable with it. In fact, we're doing, like I said, the 50 states AR-15. We're building a rifle for every state with components in the home state and whatnot. And you can check out those videos on the channel here. And I also have a separate channel, which is the 50 states AR-15 on YouTube, which doesn't have a lot of followers right now, but it's basically just the same exact videos you're going to see on BigGunner81 channel, but just the videos for the 50 states project are going to be posted up on there. Anyhow, the RAS-47. So being that I'm new to AKs, and I've heard some good things about the RAS-47 when it was first kind of new and everything, and I figured, hey, not a bad deal. They had a sale going on at the Range 325, which also carries tactical edge arms. And I'm like, hey, I'm going to grab one of these, pick one up. So I did, and I like it so far. There's nothing really wrong with it, in my opinion. But then, of course, I post some videos on it, and then you get people that are out there in YouTube land that comment and say, "Oh my God, why did you buy that?" Like that's basically it's a piece of junk and this and that. And I start looking around other videos, start looking to see, hey, what did I miss since I haven't been really following along with this particular rifle. And I just kind of bought it on a whim, sort of. And I start seeing some videos where people do like there's torture tests, but there's tests where people put like 1,000 rounds and they kind of follow the progression of the wear on the rifle up until like 5,000 rounds. And they were seeing some issues with some of the wear and some of the things with like head spacing issues as it got worn and whatnot. And it kind of made me think, well, yeah, I think I'm gonna just kind of follow this one along. I don't plan on putting a ton of rounds through it, honestly, because I shoot the AR-15 more often than I'm going to probably shoot the AK. And for me, I think it's probably not a bad deal. It's a lower end price point for an AK from what I've seen anyway, and a little bit of knowledge that I know anyway from what I've seen. And I think it'd be kind of cool to kind of follow along as I use it and just make update videos, tear it down, and just take some photos and whatnot. Kind of go with it that way. But I like it so far, for what it is, and just to kind of an entryway into the AK platform and learn a little bit about it. So I don't know if you guys have any thoughts on the RAS-47 or AKs in general. I know you guys do a lot more with ARs probably than AK.
What are some of the pricing differences between the brands of AKs?
Well, again, I'm not an expert, but and you guys could welcome to chime in too, Bobby and Matt and Will, and of course Dustin. The little bit that I've seen, I think maybe between the $500-600 range up to over 1,000, maybe 2,000. Just really depends. I mean,
yeah, it depends. Like Arsenal is the like quote holy grail, if you will. I mean, it's like a Daniel Defense. I love Daniel Defense, and I love Bravo Arms. I mean, you get guys that go to the range that have like Bushmasters or DPMS, and they're like, "Oh, this is the greatest thing ever." The next thing you know, I'm over there fixing that rifle for them. I had an AK from a shop in Charlotte, North Carolina. Had issues, and I sent it back. Best thing I can say is get you like a curbs safety. I'm a left-handed guy.
The Krebs?
Yeah, Krebs.
I'm a left-handed shooter.
Okay.
And a lot of people, they're like, well, AK's like it's stamped steel, it's this, it's that, like it shouldn't cost $700. Well, you look at the infrastructure of America, we're all tooled up to do what? Make AR parts.
Right.
ARs, not AKs. So that's where the whole pricing comes from. But and then like you're talking about like the headspace deal, guys that run 1,000 rounds through these and are like complaining about headspace, they need to get the hell out of town. I mean, they're putting 1,000 rounds through it. They're building up heat. Heat is what erodes the barrel. That's what kills the barrel, right? It's like having a car that's 70,000 miles on the highway versus 70,000 miles that's going through stop-and-go traffic every day.
Right. I don't know if they were putting it – well, I guess they were doing back-to-back runs, kind of trying to rapidly get through the 5,000 rounds they bought to run through it in that one test that I'm thinking of, honestly. But it's a good point, the heat and everything. But, at the same point, it should probably hold up to some of the abuse in a sense too. Everyone kind of goes by the AK as like a benchmark for durability and longevity and this and that. When you hear about, the accuracy might not be as great as they are, but it'll run no matter what, kind of thing.
It's battle effectiveness.
It's what?
Battle effectiveness, like your cone of fire. I mean, they're made to do like what, 4 MOA, 5 MOA if you're real not so good at AKs.
Mm-hmm.
Like the size of a human body, right? It's not
Right.
like precision where we're trying to basically leave a target at 100 yards. That's
So the AK was designed to be mass produced for millions of people, the cheapest way possible for Russians. That's basically it, man. They needed to field a new rifle for their military when they were about to go to war, and that was the cheapest, most effective way to do that. And it wasn't designed with accuracy in mind. It was designed with a high sustainable rate of fire, a 30 caliber bullet, and the ability to have devastating knockdown power compared to the 5.56 round.
Yeah, very well said. Definitely. In my comparison, to get to the point of comparing the AR-15 platform to the AK with the limited knowledge, again, that I have of the AK, just from assembling a bunch of the ARs and looking at how it's put together and how it's designed, it's just, it definitely shows that whole idea of the whole, aircraft, engineer or whatever you want to call AR stoner, just the materials and the aluminum and just the machining and just how that design has advanced since like the Vietnam era with the M16. It's so much fun to see. Just even the ideas today where people are looking for all different types of little ways to innovate the design and add something to it or change it in some way or customize it to make it, not only functional, but also the appearance of it and so forth, which, of course, when it comes to rifle, the appearance really isn't the most important thing, I guess, in a sense, because you're really functionality and everything and all that, and the safety and reliability and all that is, kind of trumps that. But it's just a neat design, I think, for the AR platform. And AK, I'm still trying to learn about it. I think it's kind of like one of those brute force, type of rifles that, is built like a tank, and it makes sense, that's like that. So I like them both, I appreciate them for what they are for both of them, honestly. And that's not trying to pick one, one or the other over it or trying not to pick one or the other. It's just, that's just how I am. I like mechanical stuff and firearms just in general, so.
Not to cut you off, but I originally joined the military in the early 90s, and I did 4 years. I got out, and then I joined the Army in 2005. And just seeing the big difference in 9 years from what I carried in 1996 and what I carried as a soldier in 2005 was night and day difference. The operation and the mechanical to it stayed the same. It's just making it smaller, making it more compact. You know, I mean, everything was still there. And with the AK, you've got your different variances, but it's a lot like, from what I've seen, it's a lot like the AR platform. Is everybody's got the same spec, but then a Smith & Wesson versus a DPMS versus a Daniel versus ours, BCMs or whoever's, they're all different. They all have small things that make them different. A C39 V2, a RAS 47, a Wasser 10, you know, the basic operation is still the same. There's just those little bit of pieces that change. And I'll never take anything away from an AK. I don't care for them, but that's just me, because I like more of a precision shot.
Right. That's
Matt, and when you were talking about you know, the differences from when you were a Marine to a soldier, I'm assuming that you're referring to shooting an M16A2 in the Marine Corps versus an M4 in the Army.
Right.
That's what you're referring to?
Well, even going from the M16A2 when I was on active duty in 1996 to the M16A4 in 2003, 2004, those were even different then. But yes, that's pretty much what I'm saying.
Gotcha.
Well, I figure there would be, you know, the difference there between Matt, when you joined the military. I mean, I'm sure muskets were still involved.
Damn.
Matt was thinking I was going to say that too. He put his head down.
oh man.
Yeah. So
Well,
you joined back. You joined back what, in 2005, right?
In the Army for my second stint of glutton for punishment. Yes.
Yeah, I graduated that year. High school.
From high school. Yes. You know, I get it all the time. I mean, Will was 2 years old when I was on my first deployment when I went to Somalia in 1994. Yeah, I get it all the time around the shop.
I would say this, guys. I wish I could join it. I did try to join, but I got diagnosed with type 1 diabetes. So.
Oh wow.
I actually own a piece of Matt's first unit. It's right here in my cabinet, if you guys can see it.
Musket, nice.
Yeah.
Oh man.
It's an 1851 Enfield. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure this is the size of the dollar that Matt had back in the day too, which is like almost 2 times the size of a normal dollar right now.
Wow. Hey, we got a couple comments over on YouTube and stuff. One of them was Eric Butler mentioned AKs also take a lot more tooling and knowledge to build in comparison to the AR. Yeah, I have not built an AK, but I would say very true, because looking at the AK and how it's riveted together and assembled, it just seems like there's a lot more fitting and you know, it requires some knowledge that I don't have, obviously. So it seems like more knowledge to me, for sure. And the AR platform is like putting together Legos, I guess. You know, it all kind of goes together pretty easily, like a snap together, you know, kit sort of. Eric Fox also had a question. He said, "Where did the DLC come from, idea-wise, on the bolt carrier group?"
So DLC stands for Diamond Light Carbon, okay, and it is used widely in suspension components for motocross, trophy trucks, stuff like that. And the reason why they use it is because of how slick it makes the metal. So, for instance, in motocross on forks, they coat the lower fork tube so it stops dirt and sand from sticking to it. Mm-hmm. So it doesn't compromise the fork seals. So with the lubricity of that, and when we first did it was 40 years ago, that idea behind it, hey man, let's try to do this and see where it goes. And that was at the height of nickel boron. Nickel boron was just coming onto the market and everyone was raving about it. And there was a lot of people that were having problems with nickel boron because they weren't doing the treatments correctly. And like off, and I'm sure that you've heard, guys, saying, hey, my nickel boron lasted for about 1,500 rounds, 2,000 rounds, and then it started flaking off. And that's just because the process isn't done. So we wanted to try it with DLC, and we ended up it ended up being better than we expected, and now everybody's trying to do DLC.
That's pretty cool. And it's also a hardened type coating, right? Like a hard coat in a sense, because it's carbon.
It's a nitrocarbonization process, like ion bonding. So you'll see a lot of companies out right now that are doing the ion bonding. That's like a DLC coating.
Okay.
One thing I love to bring up to people about the DLC is we actually have a rifle in our safe at the shop that has nearly 20,000 rounds through it with the same bolt carrier group. That bolt carrier group is still smooth and slick as it was the day they got it. And yes, I can run my thumb across it, and you're going to see the carbon on my thumb because it just slides right off.
Wow.
It's one of the benefits.
What's the longest you ran them without cleaning them with DLC? Just out of curiosity.
We don't clean them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know I got problems.
I think that bolt carrier group is probably clean now because of my thumb.
It's cleaner now because you raised your thumb?
Yeah.
I probably had
Nice.
about 5,000 or 6,000 rounds through one of my suppressed rifles, and I don't clean it at all.
Yeah, it's like a Glock. You just don't clean it.
No.
I can show you pictures, of bolt groups in our machine guns, man, and they're just, you can't even see the logo. There's just carbon on it. But as soon as you take it out of the rifle, if you're going to clean out your chamber or anything like that, as soon as you do, your whole hand becomes black because the carbon just sticks to your hand. So
Nice. Very cool. Yeah, I figured that was gonna be the case when he said wiping it with his thumb rubber and seeing the carbon coming off on it, that you probably didn't do a lot of cleaning with them.
yeah.
And I might still be too particular about that. I kind of got less particular about cleaning them. Granted, if I'm going to go to a match, which I haven't done one for a little while, but I may take my pistol apart, whatever, my rifle and shotgun and whatnot, and kind of clean them up just before a match, just to do it. Otherwise, I've gotten a little bit where I used to go to the range every time I get home, clean them, take your model down, just do a full, complete cleaning and strip everything, lubricate it and everything. Now I'm kind of a little more relaxed about it because I'm realizing how much time it takes, and stuff. If it's my carry gun, that might be one thing. But if it's just a gun I'm taking to the range and I'm going to be, shooting here and there, I've gotten a little bit more lenient with my cleanings, I guess.
Yeah.
Right or wrong, everybody's got their own opinion on that subject, I'm sure. I'm sure there's guys out there and whatnot. Let's see, there is any plans to add more of a pistol build rifle to the subscription? From Adam's
yes. So, we will not be adding the Warfighter 19 to that subscription. We've already had a ton of people ask us about that. The RD9 is up there right now. We'll be adding the subscription packages for that tomorrow. This is a brand new idea. This is something that is less than a week old. So yeah, we will definitely be adding that stuff to it. We just won't be adding the Glocks to it.
Okay. Yeah, to do the pistol, at least before off air, it's a little bit more involved and so forth. There's more tooling and stuff and whatnot. It's not as like the AR-15 is a little more of a snap together type deal. I'm exaggerating a little bit, but it's a little easier to assemble.
Well, the only reason why we won't do it with the Glock is because I can't, like, if something comes to you in a Glock build and you don't have the proper knowledge to do it, and something happens, I personally can't warranty a Glock part. Now I can warranty something that we make. You know what I mean? But I just can't. I can't warranty the Glock itself. So
Right. That makes sense. Now, as far as warranty too, I don't think we talked about that. As far as the subscription, deal, how does that work? Like, I'm sure your regular rifles that you buy off the shelf from you guys have a warranty with them. How does that work for the subscription based?
same thing. So you get our same lifetime warranty against any manufacturer's defects or anything like that. You're going to get the sub MOA guarantee because your rifle is going to come with our barrel. So none of that is going to change.
Awesome. That's like almost unfounded because most companies want to say, well, if you're assembling it, you can totally screw it up and it's going to be on you if it doesn't function properly or there's a problem.
Well, see, here's the thing with that, right? So we will, if you're like, hey man, I assembled this thing and this thing doesn't work, or this, had a catastrophic failure, we could know when you send it to us because we're going to inspect it. We're going to know if those are our parts. You know what I mean?
That's very true. Adam Spittle also said, cool deal. Yeah, I was talking about the AR. So he was on an AR pistol more so than like a Glock, but it's good information too as well on the pistols. That you're not looking to do that because of the whole warranty issue.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely. So no, that's good questions, guys out there who are watching. I appreciate it. Always, helps for us to be able to get the information that you want to know by asking those questions. So if you have something on your mind and you want to know about it, ask up. Whether it's related to this particular, tactical edge arms, their builder's box, or if it's something else that you want to know about. If we have an answer for it or a thought or opinion, we'll be happy to share it with you, and hopefully get some information for all you out there who want to know something about this, and so forth. So I forget, how long have you guys been in business for too?
We're going on 4 years. It'll be our 4th year in November.
That's awesome. And I also heard, I don't know if you mentioned it on air or not, that you guys are expanding a little bit with your manufacturing side.
Yeah, we outgrew our current location. Half of our location that we're at right now is all of our manufacturing, and then the other half is retail. So we have outgrown our facility. So now we have a separate location that is dedicated just for manufacturing, and it's not open to the public.
Okay, cool. So
and then Eric Butler. Eric Butler, that's the armor that is at our retail location that was asking you those questions.
Oh, nice. Appreciate that. You should have joined us. Yeah. So are you going to be expanding your retail then now if you're going to be moving some of your manufacturing out of that building?
Say that one more time, Rick.
Are you going to increase your retail store size internally because you're moving some of the production to another building?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I know I saw pictures of or videos of some with your background you've got some pretty nice walls set up there too with like that wood background or whatever. That's pretty sweet. I want to check that out one day. But
thanks.
Yeah, that was a nice job. You guys assembled all that yourself, didn't you?
Yeah, Will did all the distressing of the wood and the staining and all that stuff. Yeah. Nice.
Came out pretty good. Definitely. That's like something I always look at my background and my videos and stuff. And I'm like, I like to do something better. I try to, do some dress up a little bit with the flags and whatnot in the background, but definitely. The other issue I find too is lighting when it comes to any filming stuff. Lighting's a challenge, especially in this room because I don't have lights on the ceiling. But the background and whatnot, even just for whether it's that you're filming in front of it or if you have a retail location, your products are displayed. What's behind them and stuff kind of really makes that whole experience as well.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Gunsmith. He says gunsmith in quotes from Eric Butler. And what does this thing about the ambassador DMs they asked for from Eric Fox? He keeps asking about this.
What was that?
I don't know. Eric Fox has asked a couple times about the ambassador DMs they asked for. I don't know if he's talking about someone grunt style or what.
No, so I put up a thing on our Instagram. We were looking for ambassadors.
Oh, gotcha.
for the tactical edge. So we got a whole bunch of DMs, and we are working through them as quickly as we can.
I gotcha. So explain the ambassadorship deal.
Right now, it's a program that we're going to be starting, and it's going to incorporate the builder's box into it.
Okay.
So helping guys out with building rifles and stuff like that.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Very cool. So, I know Corey's thinking about he's buy one, aren't you?
I am like I'm thinking about it. Like it's a lot of strain. I really like that Heathen.
I remember. Do you have any on your collection yet, Corey?
I don't.
I know you. I kind of thought I knew you did have the Glock and stuff, and whatnot. So I thought that might be a good one for you at some point to look into this.
Yeah, definitely the RD9. That would be a little fire action there for the range to plank with. So that'd be pretty cool.
Definitely.
Well, I'll tell you. I'll tell you this, Corey. Once you get your hands on an RD9, or even you get your hands on that Heathen, not to steal a tagline from a now defunct motorcycle club or motorcycle manufacturer, but once you try one, you're going to want to buy one.
Yeah. I figured that's why I hesitate coming down there to Clarksville.
Yeah.
I want to take like maybe 3 home with me.
I would
It happens.
be happy to let loose with some of my product for you. I'll do that.
Well, thank you.
Nice. Yeah, no, definitely. That kind of happens sometimes. You go and try something out and you want to buy one. That's like me and the Glocks. Initially I tried out the 17 a friend of mine had, and I didn't really like it a whole lot. I still actually don't like the 17 a whole lot. Just the way it fits my hand and how it shoots and stuff for me personally, I'm just not a big fan. But then I thought that kind of turned me off to Glock altogether, that experience. Well, then another friend had the Glock 19, and he's like, yeah, I like this thing. You should try this out. I'm like, oh, try it out. Oh, I actually like it, And I ended up buying the Glock 19. I love it. I actually am I built a second one, actually. And it's a long story, but basically my second one is more or less going to be my if you want to call it a test bed, my pistol that I'm going to maybe do some modifications to and whatnot. And then I have my regular carry Glock 19 that I'll just kind of leave alone for the most part, except for maybe the extended mag release that's on it right now. Yeah, it's you try it and then you want to buy it sometimes. But now I kind of like the Glock more, especially the 19. The 17 I still but that's just me personally. Nothing wrong with the pistol at all. Not that there's anything with the quality or this or that or anything like that. It's just me personally. We all got what we like and what we don't like. It's like the whole 1911 thing. People go 1911 or Glock. I have both. I have a 1911. And am I a 1911 guy? Not really. Do I hate them? No. I like them, actually. But do I like shooting them? Yeah, I do and I don't. There's some things I like about it and some things I don't. But I want to be able to make sure that I can actually shoot whatever I want to pick up and shoot it, that for me, just the 1911, the mag release is my biggest drawback with it. I can't reach it with my thumb. I said like stubby thumbs or something. I don't know.
So far forward.
So that's one thing I don't like about it. But anyway, yeah, we're running up to about 10 o'clock anyhow. If you guys got any other thoughts that you want to throw out, I know Dustin, you've talked a little bit, but if you got anything.
I'm good, man. I'm just here, just listening.
Awesome. We're always happy to have you. Definitely. So yeah, we kind of wrap things up for tonight. Unless you guys got anything, like I said, anything you want to throw out there, Bobby, for Tactical Edge, anything we missed or didn't cover yet we could think of?
Nothing that I could think of. We're gonna start opening up Cerakote for customers to send in their stuff. We do a little bit here and there now,
cool.
but we will on a larger scale start letting guys send in their firearms for Cerakote now.
I just realized I didn't look to see now any of these rifle builds that you have in the box. I do see this. The Heathen comes with your Tactical Edge trigger as well.
Yep.
And I'm probably screwing up the name of it. I want to say the DMR trigger. I can't remember the name of it now.
It is the. Are you talking about the regular one that's in the Heathen, or the
one that's in the Heathen? The one that's actually like not a standard mil spec style.
Oh yeah, it's
Dropping
the
trigger?
dynamic combat trigger.
I was kind of close. I knew it had a D in it.
Mhm.
So that's what comes with some of these, depending on which one you're buying. But I don't know if you want to talk about that trigger real quick before we wrap up.
So it's a single stage trigger. It's fully adjustable. It's 4.5 down to 2.5 pounds. It's got a clean break. It's got a definitive wall. It's a really nice trigger. It's got tension screws in it that actually lock it into the lower receiver, so it eliminates the need for any K&S like anti-rotating pins. And there you go. Our newest trigger, the Advanced Combat Trigger, that is available right now through Optics Planet.
Oh, really? I don't know if you guys can see this. I was trying to pull this up too so that you guys can all see it. There we go. So you actually can see what we're talking about. The Warfighter Dynamic Combat Trigger. Got it in the black. And you guys also have it in the titanium nitride. Is that what that is?
Yep, the titanium nitride.
Awesome. Very cool. So anyway, we'll go ahead and wrap things up tonight. And again, I don't know if you got anything you want to mention?
No, man.
I am good.
Yeah, I'm good. If you hop back on our website, we still got a couple of those limited edition Mark 18 Heathen patches available. Those are super hot right now.
I can only hear part of what you said because it's pretty soft, unfortunately.
Oh, can you hear me?
But I heard you say something on the website.
Yeah, the Mark 18 and the Heathen patches.
Heathen patches?
Yes.
Yeah, Bobby, help me out here.
Yeah, help him out because we can't hear him very well. I apologize. I don't know what the deal is with.
He's talking about the Mark 19 or the Mark 18 and the Heathen patches.
So if you go to accessories and patches.
Oh, awesome! I got you right here. These are two new patches that you have available for the rifle or rifles.
Yeah, those are limited patches. We only did a limited run of 200 each.
Oh, cool!
And those things are going like crazy right now.
That's pretty sweet.
So are these Velcro patches or just regular?
They're PVC, and they do have the Velcro on the back.
Okay. Awesome.
I don't know if you guys can see it. I'm sorry, I was stuck on the other screen. I just noticed that because when I flipped over to it. So yeah, so you out there watching can actually see it now. Anyhow, we'll go ahead and wrap everything up. So, Matt, do you have anything you want to mention too before we close up?
No, I mean, once these guys get their manufacturing stuff out of my retail store, I'll be able to go crazy and just throw stuff out the door. Just I'm ready to go. I'm ready to get our products out on the street. And like I said before, I guarantee as soon as somebody shoots one of ours, they're going to want it.
Awesome.
But that's just my opinion.
I watch Bobby shoot shit all the time, and it makes me want it like 10 times more.
Nice.
I've got a 4-second video on my phone of Bobby shooting the full auto RD9.
That would be
33 round Glock mag gone in 4 seconds.
Nice.
Nice. Very cool. So Dustin, you got anything you want to throw out?
No, I'm actually on their website now looking at their PVC. I'm actually trying to order a PVC patch.
Nice. He's out there ordering stuff
Nice.
off the website. Very cool.
No, I have a
Awesome,
Mark 18.
Dustin.
I was like, that'd be freaking cool. Okay. Got me.
Awesome. So yeah, thanks again, Dustin, for hanging out with us.
Yeah,
And
man.
Corey, you got anything you want to throw out? Maybe anything about Southern style beards?
Had to go with a new label guy, and we're meeting with him on Friday. We're gonna rebrand and refresh the logo, and it's gonna be something cool. He's a graphic designer, so we're drawing up a new logo and hopefully pushing some labels here and getting products out hopefully here shortly.
Very cool.
Nice.
Yeah, keep up the good work. It's awesome. Again, thank you everybody for watching tonight. Sorry, I'm dragging a little bit tonight. It's been a long day for me. But stay tuned. We'll have more Tactical Edge stuff coming out. We got the Tennessee rifle build. This is the starting point for it right here. If I didn't show it earlier, full billet, upper and lower receiver set. Very cool. Just to kind of run through a couple of neat things. Of course, it's got the rear set screw for the takedown pin, detent spring, and the I'm going to say on the Aki screw, so you can adjust the tension between the upper and the lower to make sure it's always a nice, tight, and snug fit. And also, of course, it's got the screw for the they call this a dog leg screw. I heard someone refer to it as that. I'm not sure if that's correct terminology or not. Basically, for your bolt catch versus having a pin. So, anyway, stay tuned for more from that. The Tennessee rifle build for the States AR-15, and thank you again all for watching. Until next time, as always, have fun shooting.